Why would anyone leave the convenience of Southern Ontario to move back to a smaller city like Sault Ste. Marie? Well, my story might surprise you. From the reasons why I left Windsor to the unexpected changes that brought me back, I'll share my decision of why I left and why it changed my life, and why the Soo might change yours too. I was born in the Soo. I grew up in the East End. I went to school at Sister Mary Clare and Sir James High School. Um, Funny enough, they're both closed now. They just merged elementary schools and high schools right within the city, and both of them don't exist anymore. Sports has been a major part of my life growing up, playing hockey, baseball, basketball, cross country, running, track and field, and everything in between, all the way up to high school. So I moved away after high school to the University of Windsor and studied kinesiology. That was my first degree. And then from there, right, I was on the track and field team with the University of Windsor. It was probably one of the highlights of my life to be a part of that team. It was a very tight-knit community, almost family-like, right, of you're with each other for 3 to 4 hours a day, each day, right, for training and competitions and stuff like this. I still think back, right, of the great memories I have with the team, and I still talk to a group of friends still um, that I'll have friends the rest of my life from that program. Uh, from there, I stayed in Windsor for 13 years. After kinesiology, I kind of went into other programs as well. I did general science with chemistry and my master's in biomechanics. The main reason why I kind of wanted to stay in school was to pursue my track and field career. I just like anyone else, right, who grew up in sports, they want to become world class or go to the Olympics and stuff like this. Didn't make the Olympic team. I fall short on that, but that's okay, right? We always can't reach our goals. I I think my career was very successful. I won 3 national long jump titles, 1 university and 2 outdoor. And someone from Sault Ste. Marie, small town where track and field doesn't really exist. I think I'm very proud of that. And my coach, Brett Lumley, um, I think he's proud of it too, hopefully. So the main reason why I moved back to the Sioux was because was family was probably the most important part, and I wanted to be I was done with the bigger city life, and it was a hard decision, but I think it was the right one just because now I can't see myself ever leaving Sault Ste. Marie. I have my family here. I met my wife mountain biking, and she's a hardcore bike cyclist as well. Our cycling community is unmatched with how tight we are, and everyone's friendly and looking out for each other. Doesn't matter which genre of cycling you do. You can do mountain biking, road riding, right, gravel riding, fat biking, and everything in between. I think everything, there's quite a few things. I think one of the biggest things is everything's close. You want to go across town, it's 15 minutes, maybe 20 if you get the red lights, right? And so no matter where you are in the Sioux, right, you can get across town. You can do so many different things, and that was one drawback. Like I did mountain bike when I was down south, but it was always like a 30-minute drive to the trails or a 40-minute drive to trails if it was traffic. So 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back, and then riding. It took up a lot of time. And when you're starting a career, right, and trying to manage your time and stuff like this, it weighs on you, right? And that's why that was a big reason why I appreciate the Sioux of what it actually holds. So everything's close of what you want, right? Downtown, like if you want to go to a show or anything like that, it's 10 or 15 minutes away. Obviously, unless you live in the outskirts and stuff like this, but maybe you prefer that type of privacy. Um, other things is the amount of outdoor activities we have in the Sioux. It is every season you can do something. So right now it is winter, and this is like our worst winter in like 30 years. We've already had about, I think, like 1.8 meters of snow already. And if you don't like snow, then that's an issue. But winter is what you make of it, right? You can hate it and not do anything about it, right? But there's so many awesome things to do. There's snowshoeing, right? Ice fishing. We have fat biking, cross country skiing, Hiawatha and Stokely. Hiawatha is inside of town. Stokely is probably one of the most beautiful places I think in the world of what it has to offer. Over 100 kilometers of cross-country ski, groomed ski trail as well. If you don't like cross-country skiing, we have Searchmont. They've been doing a lot of great things. They've been putting new lifts in, new runs. They have great snowmakers. They are usually open at the end of November and all the way to mid-March. And that's awesome to see that there is something, you like snow machining, right? This is a great winter for snow machining. And it's not just shoveling snow. It may seem like you're just shoveling snow, but it's that's just a small part of it. And if you take the time, right, try different things, I think you'll end up loving winter up here because it gets you out of the house instead of just sitting around. It allows you to meet new people and be part of a community. And I think that's what everyone kind of wants in the life, right? Of being close with other people and that share a certain passion, the same passion as you do, and that is awesome to see. I think I was just ready. Like I said, at a younger age, I never wanted to come back here. It's exciting, right, to move in a big city and meet new people and all this kind of stuff, right, and have fun. But it got to the point where what values did I want in my life? Like, what did I value most? And it was family and being part of a smaller community. And I wanted to start my family, start a family up here and raise my kids and in this community because I was raised in this community. I know how wonderful it can be. No matter what you do, there's like sports, right? There's art, everything else that you can get your kids into, and it's just an awesome experience. You don't have to travel 2 hours to do this. You can just travel 10 minutes, and then you're good to go, right? And then you save so much time, and it's just a wonderful time and wonderful experience up here in the Sioux. Overall, what the biggest thing I've noticed change-wise is tourism and what the city has kind of done to embrace it. Every year we've been adding more and more events and just making things better and better. So for example, right, we have in the Sioux, in the wintertime we have Bon Sioux. This is going on forever, but every year, right, we are doing more and more things. It's a great festival, and they've been adding stuff like last year there was actually a fat bike race at Crimson Ridge Golf Course during the time period, and you had to get involved with Bon Sioux as well, right, to kind of participate. So it kind of got you doing the fat bike race was one thing, but it got you the Bon Sioux button, so you can go check out the more events right downtown and where Bon Sioux the festival was, and that's great to see as well. There's Rotary Fest in the summertime. We have Rib Fest, Beer Fest, all these other festivals, right? The Oktoberfest, we've had a couple events, right, and stuff like this. So it's not just nothing to do. There are lots of festivals and events up here, and that's what I've kind of noticed since when I was younger until now is seeing how much more we've been added to get people out and enjoying the community. One of the biggest things I notice as well, I am a mountain biker, so I mountain bike almost every day in the summertime as much as I can. And we've been adding new trails every single season. Our trails are probably one of the best in Ontario, if not North America. We have pretty much roughly 50 kilometers of single track mountain bike trails, and we're adding every year. And the cycling community is such a great community to be involved with. From beginner to more advanced, right? Our trails have everything for you, and we have racing events, we have fun events, right? Like weekly mountain bike rides, with weekly road rides, right? If you're talking about other aspects of cycling and events all year round. So obviously I'm more biased towards that since this is what I do. But the cycling community is probably one of the best things in the Sioux. And even if you don't like, if you have never mountain biked before in your life, right? We have women's event all summer, once every Tuesday night, from people who've never ridden a bike before, right, all the way to more advanced riders. It's very welcoming. We have weekly rides for open men and women or whoever else, right, and stuff like this. Hear a lot of young people like there's nothing to do in the Sioux. I think just haven't even tried. Maybe it's the stuff that maybe you don't want to do, like going to bars or clubs, right, and stuff like this. But we have music, we have live music events, right, local artists. There's art, there's festivals, there's events, there's so many outdoor activities you can do, and just getting out there, right? And there's groups for everything. So it's not just you just going out there by yourself, right? If you don't know anyone, right, just Google it or Facebook the hobby that you want to try, like cross country running or anything like that. Great event groups within the Sioux, and to be involved with, right? And it gets you excited to be here. It's fun to be involved in a community, and that's one thing I think people overlook. That may, especially compared to a bigger city, that maybe people aren't as friendly as well, right? They're always in a rush and stuff like this to get where they want, where we are labeled the friendliest city in Algoma. And you can definitely tell, right? Things are slowed down here, and it's a great place to grow up, raise your family, right, and grow old here. And I'm very excited to raise my family and to grow old here throughout my life. No, there's certain aspects I still think about, like track and field. Like track and field was such a giant part of my life. It's like the one thing I have the most knowledge of anything that I know is coaching, right, and especially long jump. And that's one thing I kind of miss of how big track and field was in Windsor compared to the Sioux. It's just kind of like I left and I kind of I almost needed a break from coaching and being volunteering at track and field events and the Windsor Athletics Club and all that kind of stuff. But lately I've been thinking about coming back into coaching at the high school and any level, right, of stuff like this. But maybe hopefully I can help out the athletes, right, who want to compete in track and field, and provide my knowledge towards that as well. Other regrets, just miss my friends. Like I still miss my close friends in Windsor, but we still keep in touch, right? But overall, no, I don't regret the big things. I think it was the best decision that I made to move back to the Sioux. And I've been open to try new experiences, right, with the cycling community, with real estate, with coming back to coaching for track and field and being involved as much as I can. And I really feel like what giving back to the community it's a great feeling, and other people get inspired by that too. And I think our community in Sault Ste. Marie is something that's I think a lot of people are proud of, and what keeps people here and keeps people wanting to come here. I'm also a volunteer firefighter at Weirs Township. That's just north of town. I've been doing it for about a year now, and it's something that I truly love. I've been very proud to do it. The team of volunteers that we have that come out every week for training, come out to every call, and we're there for the people in our community without hesitation, and in their we're there for people in our community we're there for people in our community when they are in their we are there for people in the community when they are in their worst moments that they're experiencing, right? like a motor vehicle accident or fire or whatever, right? And we help out without hesitation, and it's something that I'm very proud of, and I'll continue to do this for a long time. I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope this helps if you are planning to move to the Soo and you want to know exactly what it feels like for someone in your experience of what to expect. And I think the biggest thing is to come out and be involved, right, in the community. Like, I don't like if you're introvert, extrovert, or whatever, right? There's something for everyone here, and that's an awesome thing to do. And I think you'll really, really enjoy the experience, and you'll see how much I love the Soo, and I think you'll love it as well. I am a real estate agent, and if you need help with the anything aspect of moving to the Soo, I'm more than happy to help out, answer questions, right? Anything you have. My number is 705-255-4227, or you can contact me anyway down in the description as well.